Netflix is in huge trouble following the insane nosedive of their stocks last night after the tweet that Elon Musk put out where he said the woke mind virus is making Netflix unwatchable. So this is hilarious to watch all of this play out. Netflix is in absolute panic mode right now as they try to basically cover up this situation and make excuses for why this is happening and everything else. And, you know, they're blaming it on things like password sharing. That is the reason why our stocks are doing terribly, when the reality is that actually, you know, they're actually planning on putting a lot of crackdowns on the password sharing feature that they've had for so long. Which I think is actually going to backfire on Netflix in a major way. The fact is that Netflix is indeed embracing a lot of these woke ideologies, and that is alienating their audience. More people are unsubscribing for Netflix by the day, and this is not looking good. So this is something that was also just put out. Netflix posted disastrous subscriber data yesterday. They lost 200,000 subscribers in Q1 and are projected to lose another 2 million in quarter two. 2 million. That is an insane number. Insane. Netflix stock tanks 25% after first subscriber loss in a decade. How is embracing the woke ideology working out for you, Netflix? It looks like we have another case of get woke, go broke on our hands, everyone. And in this situation, it is going to be a massive blow to Netflix in a lot of ways. Netflix saw its stock tank 25% after it reported losing 200,000 subscribers in the company's first quarter, the sharpest decline in a decade. And of course, a lot of people's eyes were kind of open to a lot of this insanity that Netflix is pushing after the release of Cuties in, what was that, 2020, I believe. And a lot of people, they saw what was going on. They saw the type of agenda that Netflix was pushing, and they unsubscribed then. But now we are facing a situation where it is even worse for Netflix this time around than it was when Cuties was released. So as you can see here, here is the massive nosedive of Netflix's stock. This is very, very bad for Netflix. The thing that they're saying is that there's an increase of competition from all of these other streaming platforms and everything else. And so I think that a lot of it has to do with the increase of price that Netflix is continuing to put on their services, while the quality of their products continues to dwindle. Going to backfire on Netflix in a major way, I believe. I think it also has to do with Netflix continuing to push a lot of woke insanity in their stories, in their films, and they're out there, and it's not stopping. So we'll see what happens with all of this. This is a very, very bad time for Netflix, and we'll see what kind of actions they take to maybe course correct. We'll see what happens, but this is definitely one of the biggest blows when it comes to the get woke, go broke situation that we've seen. Netflix is facing this type of situation because people are waking up. People are becoming more alienated. The audiences on Netflix are becoming more alienated whatsoever. Leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.